Damn. So last like 30 fucking minutes. 40 minutes. Well, last day I've been trying to get CTAP proxy to work on Cubes OS. Absolutely not good. Yeah, the documentation on this surprisingly is not good on what I'm reading. Like, I don't know if, here's the thing. I don't know if it's a, well, I could test it, I guess. I don't know if it's a nitro key issue. Like I'm having a problem with that. I do have another security key I could test out. If it's a nitro key issue, that kind of sucks. Because I got a nitro key due to the fact that it was open source. And I guarantee it's a policy issue or something with cubes that I'm missing, but the documentation, what I'm reading is people are saying it's not good with that. With the CTAP, there's something missing in the policy that could cause this. And I actually generally praise cubes for having pretty good documentation, especially all the problems. I didn't really run into a lot of problems, but all of them that I ran into, I figured it out via policy. But I've been really racking my brain on this one. Which is kind of interesting, to say the least. Of all things, to be like, hey, and there's, I mean, it's not really a Cubes OS problem. There's one other thing that I want to try to do or get done is to get I2P to work, but every guide I've followed, it's not there, or it doesn't work, or it's like very niched. It's like such a niched thing. And I would like, personally, I would like I2P to work, like have my own I2P dedicated I2P thing. But everything I tried does not work. Where the fuck my key? Always keep track of your keys. Your hardware keys, your personal keys. Or put it exactly where you know it is, and then forget about it. And then 5 minutes later, you're like, oh, it is in here. That's the best approach. ASMR, me digging through my 3D printed desk organizer. That was the first thing I ever 3D printed too. It wasn't a benchy. It was literally a desk organizer. It took so long. Took, I think, like a whole day. It took hours. Legitimate hours and hours and hours. I think I also had it in my room, and it was so loud. You know how hard it is to sleep next to a 3D printer? It's very difficult. It's not. They're not that quiet. I know I put my keys somewhere too. I'm not tripping about it. but I just want to test a theory just in case it is a nitro key issue, because if it is, then I'll stop bashing my head against the wall and be like, what am I missing? What am I missing? Yeah. Though I do suspect I am missing something. I suspect I'm missing something in the files, but whatever, I'll figure it out. When I find that key, I'll report back to myself and be like, it was it. That was the issue. That'd be great if that was the issue. It'd be kind of annoying, and then I'll have to dig into why nitro key is not working, but I don't see why not. I can't wrap my head around. I mean, maybe it's because I found somewhere on a Cubes forum, I found someone saying, hey, I haven't been able to get Nitro's passkey. They're like, it worked one day and then it stopped working the next, which is, you know, that's a little weird. And I'm wondering if, I don't know, something, because I got just their passkey. Like, that's all I wanted, just the passkey. I like it. It's simple. It's really tiny, though, which kind of sucks. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. What do I have? Ooh. I'm gonna say no attack. Later, nerd. Ooh. Damn. I wonder what the mistake's gonna be here. I hate flying too. Flying kind of fucks me right now. But I can't wait to get the CTAP proxy to working properly again. It's just... It sucks because, like, I'm like, this is such a cool feature. I could attach it directly to the cube and it'd probably work, and I should test that, but I haven't. But that would kind of defeat the purpose. This is supposed to mitigate, and I want to maximize and treat cubes OS as high as possible. Like, I want to, like, God damn, bro, this guy is a real cock. Okay. Damn, I get fucked right here. It's weird. It shows up in the USB, the device USB and everything. That's funny. It's interesting. Because I'm wondering if what would cause it. One flying 3-3 and it's like over for you. Oh man. I don't even need fucking land right now. I need alright. The magic cuck's up upstairs are angry. I insulted Wizard of the West Coast's. I insulted their daddy, and they're upset because they said some retard probably designed the algorithm for the shuffling. Okay, let's do. I need like 10 more grand. It's interesting. I wonder if I do the advance, they'll. Okay. Okay, I'll figure it out. I think I only have one of these fucking guys, and I literally all the time fucking draw him, no matter what. Or two, maybe I have two, and it's just, I don't know, it's fucking weird. Okay, let's see. It's actually a good card to have if you can get two on there, because then you can do multiple blocks. Got ward? Does. Okay, nice. He'll lose no matter what, unless he's got something crazy in his hand. Yeah, I guess defense. And you lost. And you lost. Here you know. Death by 1,000 cuts. Let's do the white guy. On our way to making a billion gold. Alright, fair. Okay, yeah, let's... Yeah. Good deal. If I'm quick, I'm good. I'll be good. I'll be real good. Motherfucker got 3. Alright, so I'm thinking this next. I need to get 25 health. God damn, bro. No shit. Oh. Could have been 2 health, but whatever. Nice. That's a good deal. That is a good deal. Oh, damn, I lost. Because he can just, yeah, 14, 15. Oh, that was stupid of me. I shouldn't have attacked all. Why the fuck did I attack all? What a retard move. I could have won that. All I had to do was just wait, like, take 1 damage. God, I'm dumb. That was, I was like, fuck yeah, I should do all this damage. I'm getting strong. Man, I'm retarded. Let's see. Interesting. 11, nothing on the board. Unless he gets part of the cards moment. What the fuck's that gonna do for you, buddy? Give me one fucking land. Now I need one land. The perfect setup. Hmm. Oh, okay. Victory. Okay. And that. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Alright, I'll figure that out someday. The scry one, motherfucker. I have another one. Surprise, motherfucker. Boo. Boo, this guy's taking so long to think. Boo, okay, we get it. Take it, man. Boo. Do. It's kind of sucks too, because like I want to make sure that like CTAP proxy works and everything. I kind of want to figure out God, what's he got? Come on, bro, just fucking do it. How many do you have of these? They're chilling in your hand. God. I wonder if other people like run into this issue and maybe I can guide them in the right direction. Oh my god. Real fucking bitch. Real bitch hours. He gets all of these, and I can't. Yeah. Real fucking bitch you are, Magic the Gathering. The most unforgiving cucks on the planet. Oh yes, happens to get 6-4. Beautiful. Yeah, well. Fuck you. And your balls. Fuck you and your balls, man. Now I'm gonna have to wait for a hand to grow. That's like the worst. Kill enchantment creature. I was yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Couldn't be me. Doesn't make sense. Yeah. Couldn't be me. He's got 1, 2, 3 just chilling. One, it's fucking insane. And he drew all of them. That's insane. Literally fucking insane to me. An 8-8. Man. Not surprised. Now I'm gonna draw land like the entire time. Installed Graphene OS today, and one of the first apps I installed was Google Play. Am I stupid? Yeah. You're dumb because oh, are you joking or are you being serious? Are you shit posting or are you being for real? Yep. Real fucking convenient. I draw only fucking land. Fuck you, wizard. Fuck you, Wizard of the West Coast. Whoever made Arena. Fuck you. Whoever made this, fuck you. Oh, for real? It's not stupid. I mean, if it's your... It always depends on what your threat model is. These fucking cucks, bro. I'm gonna reduce that. So many fucking fucking retards. It just depends what your threat model is. If your threat model is you don't look, there are ways that are way more quote unquote anonymous to interact with the Google Play Store. If your goal is to be secure, the Google Play Store is probably the better option. You're not just downloading random APKs. But one of the best things you can do is you can install that all in your main profile and then install apps that you want to be private from your main profile to your alternate profiles. I mean, that's what I do. I have one profile, have all Google Play related stuff, and I don't really care about the VPN part because it knows it, and then on my other profiles I have a VPN. And anything I connect it to, I do a lot of more FOSS apps or apps that don't require accounts on certain ones. I have different. Each profile has its own use case, and then there's private spaces that is for convenience. So I don't think it's stupid. What I think would stupid be is if people are like, never install Google Play services. Graphene OS sandboxes it. They also do like a really good job. Damn it, did I just delete my deck? Oh no. I think the mistake that people make is they think that like they're trying to be anonymous versus like having better privacy and better security. I mean, Graphene OS's whole intention is to be more secure than private. They just have stuff that lead to they implicate stuff they implement stuff that that gives you better privacy in a mobile operating system. And but their security is, is what people should really look at them for than anything. personally. You know, just my thought. I mean, if you started all over and you were like, what should I do? Play store, blah, blah, blah. Crescent's really good. Obtainium's good. I use Obtainium a lot. I love Obtainium. It's truly a great, it's a great program too. Obtainium can grab stuff from F-Droid, from GitHub. I do a lot of GitHub, like I'll download, instead of me going directly after it, I'll do, as long as it's maintained well, that and APK. I'll go to F-Droid. Five, what the fuck? What the freak? %, compartmentalization and fuck the world. Yeah, that's relatively the best. Compartmentalization is probably the most realistic approach. That's why I like cubes, and that's why I like Graphene OS, even because it gives me back a lot of control. Now I'm, you know, theoretically, let me destroy that. Now, I think that, God damn this guy. Fuck him and his bird. Alright, now I lost this. Yeah, that's over. Graphene OS doesn't support 32-bit apps. Kill yourself. Ryan. There's a reason, too. I forgot what it was. I believe it's a security thing. I don't know. I can't remember why, but the compartmentalization of, and that's true, Sam. The compartmentalization is probably the most best feature. First off, private spaces was the best thing that came to Graphene OS in general. Android, just across the board in Android in general, because it makes it more convenient than switching profiles all the time. And the way they set it up. Now, damn, I hope this doesn't get me glazed. The efficiency of Graphene OS, but this is why, like, when people are like, I want a dumb, a quote unquote heavy quotes, I want a dumb phone. Just buy a Pixel 9a. Literally, a Pixel 9a. Don't install apps, and because you have access to the network firewall at the OS level, if you're that concerned with I need my TI 83 plus emulator, fucking just, I don't know, pirate it, man. Pirate some emulation. Just build it yourself. Build it yourself, man. He's gonna be annoying. So the I guess, like, the real point was that we now get an insanely 25 or more life. God damn, bro, already? Emulating third-party support reduces kernel complexity and attack surface and ensures that apps benefit from modern secure features. Hard and malloc. Yeah, I think that's most likely what it is. If that's obviously you're quoting him, so it makes sense. The hard and malloc is really cool. It's a very interesting feature. To be completely honest, I've read through a good chunk of Graphene OS is... Ooh, this one's gonna be tough. Build it myself. That comes from a guy that doesn't code. True. True, man. Oh my god. All right. Yeah. All right. It's over for me on that one. Graphene OS is moving towards 64-bit only environment, and users are encouraged to try to see. Yeah, Ryan. Get it straight from the devs. The thing is that I think we're so used to like quote unquote rooting your phone and running quote unquote custom ROMs, but the problem is we're ever increasingly putting more sensitive data on our phones now. And what's up, chat? What's up, YC Yelped? Because we're putting ourselves so connected to the internet now, and we're running everything on our phone kind of somewhat through force. I mean, to a certain degree, that security needs to start being way more prioritized, because I think good security can lead to better privacy overall. And I mean, that's just my personal take. Especially with how many Android vendors out there that do not follow good practice, that do not do proper updating, that are lag behind and are somewhat lazy to a certain degree. I mean, it's interesting. And I'll even say furthermore, controversially, I'm glad that they chose Google as a hardware company, because I think Google does care about security on the forefront, unless it's like an old phone. Rooting your phone is actually a dumbass move. Yeah, it is a dumbass move. There's nothing personal on there, sure, and you never take it anywhere, you're fine. But to point to that's what's good about compartmentalization. If you look at the only Android vendor that has good security is Samsung and Google as of now, and you better be very loose with that. You better put heavy quotes around Samsung. They're getting better, but they're pretty fucking awful compared to. I think Security Knox is, from what I've gathered and come across, I could be wrong. I mean, this is a couple months outdated, but Security Knox is pretty bad. I'm glad they went to a 7-year model. Sure, but I don't know. That's my take. I read pretty bad things, and minus the privacy implication. But Graphene OS definitely increases privacy versus stock Android, etc., etc. From my perspective. Well, I mean, Android is a pretty hardened operating system already, but I'm talking about hardware. Yeah. 100%. The hardware security that the Android's at, people think that Android has, like, it just gets viruses and iPhones can, and it's actually insane that that's like a talking point, and it's like, no, it's not that simple. Android actually, since Android 10 has greatly done really good security moves. Daniel McKay said on a Hacker News that he wanted to support certain Samsung models that met the Graphene OS core requirements plus some other stuff. I'm assuming they're flagship models, probably, but wouldn't be shocked. But security is always a afterthought. It's because it's a sunken cost. I live. Boom, boom, boom. Can't afford to lose that. And even when I was doing my switch from Calyx OS to Graphene OS, I was really somewhat, I don't want to say discomforted with it being such a small team, but ever since, like, because a lot of Android products get you know, dropped. Not Android products. A lot of projects, free and open source projects, nonprofit companies get dropped and go out of business or end up, you know, not having the funding and everything. Those were some very big concerns I had. So I took somewhat of a risk but the more and more people I saw back it, the better I thought it was. Maybe Chrome OS could compete, but yeah, I really don't think so anywhere. Yeah, true. You know what? I'll even say Louis Rossman's take about Daniel McKay was kind of, in my opinion, the worst. And I like Louis Rossman's content on Right to Repair and everything, but I think his take was somewhat kind of a shitty take, because then it pretty much, when you have millions of followers and people, you could really stir the people in this kind of place and steer them the wrong way. That's why you have to be careful to a certain degree, especially in the privacy and security space. There's a lot of fucking grifters in this circle, like a lot of grifters. I could take that. And because there's a lot of grifters and a lot of money to be made, like I was talking to someone the other day about this. Where no, damn it. No attack. That a lot of people can just make up. Remember the Freedom Phone? We were, a couple of streams ago, we were talking about the Freedom Phone. It's like, or these honeypots that get made by, like, 3-letter agencies. That's not like a tinfoil hat. Mental gave bad advice, but he doesn't seem to do any privacy security on me. 100% buy my VPN. True. Mental, I think he gave bad advice when he schizo mode. Trust honey. Yeah, literally. Sam, I don't know if you're aware of what is your opinion on NIM VPN? and what is it? What's the other fucking name? No blocks on this one. I'll take the damage. NIM VPN looks like, yeah, Freedom Phone. NIM VPN, NYM VPN actually looks like a legitimate honeypot. Not even capping. 4, 5, 6. Damn. I need 6. Okay, we're gonna cancel that one out. 2, 3. We're gonna take you out. I take no position on VPN companies. No, not I don't know if you're aware of NIM VPN. Not it's like taking positions on what? No. What's the word I'm looking for? It's, I gotta show you. I'd have to show you on screen. Not like preferred VPN. It's like taking I don't think there is a good VPN. I like Mulvad. That's really about it. Mulvad is truly maybe the only VPN. I wouldn't say trust, but fuck. I gotta do this. I'm saying this looks like a honeypot. Where is it? So there's this company called, there's this, and then there's fucking, what is it? It's a cell phone service that starts with a C, but NYM VPN, this shit looks really fucking sus. The world's most private VPN for desktop and mobile. I used this by the way as a test. They give you like a free trial. First off, pricing, absolute dog shit. $12, $13 a month. You got me fucked up. Don't like the way that they take payments. They did not have Monero. They have their own cryptocurrency. Kind kind of this is kind of crazy looking. It's decentralized, zero knowledge, noise, advanced encryption, independent operators, unlinkable payments. It's just like a lot of buzzwords, and it's really crazy. And then I was listening to a podcast talk about this. I think it's called oh my god, it's a mobile operating system. It's a cell phone provider, like $100 a month, and it starts with a C, and it looks really glowy, like truly. And the thing is, NimVPN, I don't think they're solving anything. Opinions on IVPN? IVPN's good. I think they're like a good competitor for like Mullvad, but I would never suggest any VPN provider as the best option because they all have their different use cases. I just personally like Mullvad. I think Mullvad has a decent track record, and they block ads. I only because Vidanium's and this is always gonna be my take. Graphene OS's web browser doesn't fucking block ads. It kind of sucks. No split tunneling. No kill switch listed. No split tunneling. Isn't that crazy? Independent operators. You have to have an insane amount of their cryptocurrency coins in order to be an operator. Yeah, I want you to think about that one. That one's crazy. This one's crazy. Go watch the Hated Ones interview on this guy. This guy's like an anarchist, and he's like very weird. It's like I don't care about the anarchy part, but it's just like weird. Any details on the node ops? Yeah, you have to like nim coin coin operator. It's really crazy. You know, Obscure VPN. Yeah, Obscure VPN did I remember they were going to, yeah, this is it. They did something. 100% agree on the VPNs. Really, it's all about your threat model. Yeah, I think Mullvad, they let me buy in Monero. They're pretty inexpensive. They haven't raised their pricing. I mean, they add good features. They're okay. Stake, run a node. This is crazy. The Mixnet is a decentralized network on nodes run by various operators. Justification. If you're into comparison, NIM Mixnet is conceptually similar to the other systems such as Tor. It's like, it's fucking crazy. But I was talking to someone about I don't think NIM solves anything. I don't think NIM solves anything at all. I'm going to be completely honest. I think there is competition, sure. But there's a point where competition becomes very irrelevant, and you're just blindly trusting these companies that pop out of nowhere. They get a ton of funding, by the way. Vadium, Trivia are the best Chromium browser by far. Yeah, I like Brave, but, you know, for other reasons. If you're talking about mobile, yeah. But I do like Brave. I know the Trivin's fork of Vidanium. Then Vanadium, is that it? I don't know, man. Are they fucking French? Is that French or Italian? I'd say much too, but Mulch died along. Oh yeah, that was super sad. RIP, honestly, RIP DiveOS team, RIP Mulch, and RIP DiveOS in general. God, I gotta find this service too. So I was talking to somebody in the Matrix chat, like the Matrix realm, about this. They brought up a service to me, and I was like, yo, this actually looks glowing. And I did like some good research on like the business. Cloaked Wireless. When you say I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't believe of anything you say. Fuck you, Ryan. So Cloaked Wireless, this is kind of funny. No, not Cloaked Wireless. That's not it. Cape. Yeah, rip DiveOS. F in the chats for Divest OS, man. You know that one your phone, the your up phone. This isn't made up. Will actually comparison when will we actually get a competition to Graphene OS? That was probably the best. I mean, even himself, the unplugged phone. These fucking cucks, bro. Fuck them. They stole Yo, Haiku mentioned Either literally Haiku OS, yeah, based non-Linux. Um, they stole. Where's their software? The antivirus software. Um, they took it. They forked DiveOS is Nim has raised a shitload of money. Yeah, seriously. And the political affiliations aren't as, but Sam, Brave endorsed them. Oh my god, I know, dude. What a fucking L, by the way. I'll still use Brave, but that was a super L. Yeah, 300 million, 18 million, 25 million. Yeah. And Chelsea Manning's a part of the project, which is some people think that's a little sus, but I mean, that's subjective. One second, I gotta stress. Check my head. I'm pretty sure they don't share their Linux kernel source tree and they violate GPL. These motherfuckers still device malware. Yes, that's what it was. Someone actually just forked that too, the malware scanner, like to continue it because it was actually kind of cool. Unplugged definitely a def a honeypot. Yeah, the guy worked on Pegasus software. But if you want to see a real Cape wireless guys, stay here. I'd say Fairphone. I'd say it's not a honeypot, but shitty hardware security. Look, all right, this is going to be controversial. I think what the Fairphone is doing is inherently good in nature because I do not like e-waste. If they could just beef up their security, I would have zero problem. I would have zero issue with it. I support the Fairphone and their mission. I think their e-waste is so fucking stupid. I hate that I have to get a phone by XYZ, and I hope they fix their hardware security and they grow. They're, honestly, their price awesome. Their security not so much. And I agree with that. Their hardware security is pretty weak. But that's my personal take. I think that what they're doing is cool. Now, if you want to see a fucking real honeypot, Cape, someone brought this across my table. The people that are involved in this company used to work for Palantir. You don't know who fucking Palantir is. Palantir, worst company you could probably come across. Awful fucking company. Ooh, you want to talk about spooky? Fuck these guys. I'd say the Fairphone needs to beef up their security and not ship with E. Yeah, true. Just if they could honestly beef up their security, I would back them even more. And I hope they do. I hope people bring this to their attention and bro, you want to see a real honeypot? Look at Anon phones. Yeah, well, Anon phones we know about. That's real. This is, I think the Anon phones. I mean, it's probably done now. The guy that used to work for Palantir, got over here, Cape. First off, $100 a month. You got me fucked up. $100 a month. They are solving nothing, by the way. Go get it. Here, I'm going to save you $100 a month. Go get a prepaid that doesn't have your name attached to it. Done. With Monero, I know some sites too. If you want to know where those sites are, I'm working on a GitHub pages with stuff that I'm trying to do very deep research into in terms of suggestion. I'm probably going to stay away from really, really very simplest stuff, threat model based stuff. I'm not going to be go get this VPN or go get this email provider because everyone's going to have different perspective, but stuff to avoid, is good to also know. And I'm just looking for alternative software so people can have a page to go to. I would not trust a thing that protects from 0 days. 100%. There's called 0 days. So These people only saw, bro, the Brax phone, literally. Oh my god. Tommy Trans, the guy that runs PriveSec Dev. Dude, I actually got to touch that in real life, and I was like, why would anyone use this? By the way, I know I'm jumping all over the place. No, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Why Clept 87 always brings out the ADHD in me. But Cape's partnerships, they have a Proton partnership. That didn't really bother me. The CEO, the venture capital funding that they got, the venture capital funding it's not the whole thing. I don't like to just be like, well, they have government clients, so they're a honeypot, but these people have government clients. The company that funded them, venture capital, also funded Flock, and the person that runs, they used to work for Palantir, started this. Palantir is a terrible company. You can go do your own like research on Palantir and come back to me and be like, actually, I do not trust these motherfuckers. They have something that's supposed to get block, like pretty much thwart SS7. Okay, cool. I think it's a threat. SS7 is a threat, but I've been told that these mobile phone providers could secure it. Like there's a way to do it. They need to figure it out. But here we go. What is Cape? Cape is a mobile carrier like AT&T, Verizon, or T-Mobile. We provide you the same network-wide premium 4 5G cellular coverage and unlimited talk and text, but with far more privacy and security. Tommy exposed Braxton. He did. I watched like a 2-hour, like it's not up anymore, which kind of sucks. I watched a 2-hour podcast of him talking to someone about it. Which I think it's okay to call people out on shit products. That's completely fine. And bad advice and wrong advice. If I give bad advice and someone they got taken down. Interesting. I just don't like Brax wants you to sign up for an account for stuff. Like to buy from him. I think that's kind of counterintuitive. I mean, yeah, but use a fake email, but that seems, I don't know, seems a little bit silly. Well, I think Tommy took them to, maybe he didn't want the hate. And he could be wrong. I mean, I'm not saying Brax Mobile could be the most secure phone on the planet. But Cape, it's crazy. Cape apparently does traditional telcos use weak and antiquated security practice, resulting in breach after breach. Stem, you should endorse this. You should support it. From their customers' highly sensitive information, where they're not losing your data, they're actively selling it. That's true. Okay, prepaid, by the way. Just get fucking prepaid. Pulling together extremely granular and personal information about you across your digital service, and then here, all the people that want to get a Faraday bag, save your money. Airplane mode. And you'll be fine. Airplane mode? That's it. The only most of graphics and devs want to stay anonymous to evade harassment? Yeah, that's fine. I don't think because someone's anonymous behind a team, it's like, I don't know the fucking Monero team, and I love Monero. I think they're consistent, and that shows, and it makes sense. What can I inform about Cape's partnership with Proton? Who do you partner for physical infrastructure? We partner with U.S. Cellular. U.S. Cellular is built by a highly differential networks of quick-growing industrial and commercial business. By the way, U.S. Cellular might get bought out by T-Mobile. I think they did. So you're just literally relaying. So there was another product around here around the same thing. This was very stupid. And PGP phone. I want to bring this out. This is a company called Invisive. This does not exist anymore. They required you to go to the Google Play. By the way, Cape requires you to go to the Google Play Store and download an app to get this service. You have to have the Google Play Store app. Just want to throw that out. Already a fucking L to me. I can just walk into Walmart. I can walk anywhere under the sun, get a prepaid card. I'm good. And try not to use two-factor authentication with your bank, or anything else, and it's valid. Yeah, I think it's valid. So PGP's P was made by the guy that made PGP. It was $90 a month. It was kind of stupid and very expensive. They pretty much did a release note and then they're like, oh, we don't do this anymore. It's pretty much non-existent. Now, somebody actually pointed this out, that changing your IMSI and your IMSI consistently is kind of a red flag and might throw red flags. It might look unique. It might be an identifier. I cannot remember, and I can never find the article, but I read a really good article. Unless I'm schizophrenic and I made this entire article up. Be cool, though. And if anyone can find this article based on my description, awesome. Please send it to me because I've been looking for it. There's a lady, security researcher, that went over this entire idea and said that it doesn't offer any security benefits. It doesn't offer any privacy benefits beyond buying just a SIM card from a prepaid carrier where you give no information and move on. 5G is supposed to be more secure than LTE and 4G, and down when it's convenient for the cell phone companies to actually implicate it. It's not a thing. They don't sometimes they don't implicate it properly, and it's problem. If you ever feel useless, remember, yeah, I remember we did go over Copperhead's OS. It's proprietary, right? Yeah, like it's proprietary and like it's expensive or something. Or you have to like they did something a little goofy if I remember when we were looking at it. But long TLDR, the biggest issue with services like this is now we have an industry that's trying to capture shit like this. You make up a lot of stuff. Fuck you, Ryan. Yeah, that's pretty much a stupid idea. It is a stupid idea. It might even de-anonymize you because that'd be like changing your IP address every 30 seconds. You look weird. You don't do MAC randomization every minute? Yeah, you don't. And if you did, that would actually be enough. That would be identifiable. They're like, why are we seeing a random MAC every minute? You know what I mean? I understand MAC randomization is cool, else you would look very unique. You would do MAC randomization every boot. Yeah. That would make more sense. Because now it's a new MAC, it's at a different probably time interval, and I'm assuming like that would be it, because it gives it enough time to look unique, and it's hard to correlate between those two. This was a dumb idea. I thought it was cool, and then I read that article and I was like, you know what? You're right. This is completely useless. I like seeing cool stuff come out that can solve complex problems, but not this. My favorite question. Is this a honeypot for law enforcement? No, we get it. We get this question a lot because we do have federal government customers, and we're proud of how to keep the U.S. national security professionals safe. Just use Signal. And as a mobile carrier, we are required to be responsive to requests from law enforcement, and therefore should not be especially enticing to criminals. In other words, if we are a honeypot, we're not very well designed one. What? That said, we push back on any law enforcement requests that are not backed by a legal process, and we do challenge requests that are not narrowly tailored. In addition, some of our features and practices of minimizing data collection and retention are effective mitigations against dragnet surveillance tactics, and we're proud of that. How about Richard Stallman screamed "GNO" every time he hears the word proprietary? Probably true. The thing is, anytime you say you don't collect data and you don't need, this website doesn't use cookies because we mean it, and we say that we track less happy browsing, well, you don't collect anything. Why would it matter? It's being redundant. Just throwing that out there. Trust me, bro. It's totally not a honeypot. We totally have to tell you if we're a honeypot. True. See, literally, trust me, bro. It's literally trust me, bro. And who does Cape compete with? Your existing phone carrier. Your phone carrier collects more data about you and keeps it longer. Like, no shit. They have something with and this is Cape Obscura. When security is critical, protection must be uncompromised. Cape Secura shields those facing events threats that can only connect safety care. You have to contact them. Network interception, insider threats, signaling attack. if you're worried about stingrays, 5G is supposed to thwart stingrays. If you have to tell me you're not a honeypot, you're probably honeypot. True. Or you're a very expensive service at $100 a month. And you're just trying to get people to hand you $100 a month. When they're using US Mobile. US Mobile. T-Mobile. And by the way, US Mobile actually does have good, I want to point this out. This is one of the few, like, fuck Cape Mobile. Throw them to the side. If you want good security and not waste $100 on made up service, if you're going to get a cell phone company, they're one of the few, not the only. They're one of the few. They use FIDO. You can use FIDO2 with them. You can use security keys, I believe, with two-factor authentication. 2FA. Okay. I don't know if T-Mobile is buying them or has bought them or it's in the works. You can set up 2FA. I believe you can use hardware keys with them. I wonder if I think they have passkey support too. This is only if you're in the US, unlike Ryan, who's Canadian. They do have passkeys. That's based. Just throwing it out there. If you want a cheap, inexpensive, and they don't ask for any personal information, and you want to save yourself $100 and not look at this completely honeypot, we should also look into Calyx mobile hotspots as like a good thing or a bad thing. I think they're cool. Are you talking about like their security? Because it might be bad. I think it'd be if you just needed a hotspot because you wanted internet access and you didn't want a cell phone number and you could get away with no cell phone number, which is my plan. Maybe sometime in the future, I want to ditch the cell phone number. That'd be great. Now, back to my main point, you can, like earlier when I was like ranting, you can 100%. You can 100% have a dumb phone. You don't need to spend. This is going to be my last slide. I want you all to look at this. The Light Phone 3. I almost actively shit my pants, killed myself for $600. You got me fucked up. And it's actually supposed to be more. It's supposed to be like $800 or something. For $800, you can get a Pixel 9A. Pixel 9A. You can get a go get some cash. Get a Pixel 9A for fucking what? $600? $500? I think it's. God, I hate the internet. I hate the internet. You can't ever find anything. I don't care about giving you $500. You can get it for $500 and have $300 left over. And then get a cell phone plan. And then how much how much Mulvad? Mulvad's times by 5. 5 divided by, I sound like a Mulvad show. 300. Most dumb phones are highly insecure. Yeah, and they run fucking SMS. 300 divided by 5. 60. I could get 60 months of fucking you could get like the cheapest pixel load graphene. I would say, yeah. Oh, I'm using one right now. I'm using the best minimal app launcher, and I love it. I'm gonna, and then you're done. Yeah, I'm gonna do like I guess my own personal setup guide on how to use Graphene OS as a dumb phone. How easy it is, especially with the network blocking. You can just block stuff that you're gonna get a little urged to download. But that's it. You just get. I would say the Pixel A is the cheapest. I wouldn't go farther than the 8. I don't know. The 7, 8 kind of sucked. I'm talking about pure speculation. Wait, hold on. 5 times 12. So $60 times 5. You could get a Pixel 9A and get 5 years of Mullvad VPN. Just throwing that out there. For the price of a fucking phone that uses SMS. And then and literally one of the best things about Graphene OS is it doesn't ship with Google. It doesn't ship with proprietary software. It doesn't ship with anything. It ships blank. It's the most bloatless phone that you can find, and I love it. But I am working on a way. That's actually a good dumb phone. It is. All these people, like, look, I understand people are addicted to gooning and they're on the internet. But we need to learn to have self-control. Don't install TikTok. Don't install this. Don't install that. If it makes you better, if it makes you a better person and makes you have a better time. Oh yeah, no, you know Iron Fox, right? Yeah, I do. From the Crescent store, it looks cool. I tested it out for like a second. Firefox has been doing left and right disappointment for me though. Even though I like them, and you could just use Libre Wolf if you really care. We just need Ladybird. We need Ladybird already. I think oh yeah, Graphene OS imported Rust into the network location thing they're doing, and I'm like, finally, Rust is getting stronger and stronger in the Android space. We need more Rust. I'm a Rust maximist. My favorite government-backed sponsored language. I just love that video of that guy that says Rust is a backdoor because trans people exist or some shit. It's the funniest shit. It's just a boomer mad in his car. Truly. And he looks like he doesn't shower, but that's just me. That's just me being internet mean. Remember, everyone is internet mean to people that they don't interact with. And then it's good to be internet nice to the people that you do interact with. Yeah, like nice to the homies, mean to strangers online. Let's bring back internet bullying to strangers, but be nice to me and people that we know. Ooh, fuck this guy. I don't like him. But yes, I'm aware of Iron Fox. That was a very long rant. That was a really long rant. That involved me. It doesn't ship with any proprietary software. People who replicate it with SIMS S2 would like to disagree. Russ mentioned. What? Adopt Rust now? For real. I'm a Rust maximalist. Rust and Golang maximalist, honestly. Golang because of the mascot, and every time I see Golang devs, they're always hot. The Linux kernel should get Rust now, for real. Linus Torvald needs to get rid of C. Needs to buckle up and stop using C. Wait, isn't that, Sam, if you're still in the room, the fork of the, isn't there isn't there like a fork of Tor or something with Tor that involves Rust. It's like that protocol they want to bring over. They want to rewrite something in Rust or the browser or something. One of the devs in IronFox has an interesting Firefox config on his Koberg account. I think you should check it out, to be honest. Is it something to do with furries? No, he has death touch. Fuck. Ah, damn it. Is it furries? Damn. Atari, yes. Yes. Base. This is it. This is what we need. Or no, I said Atari. I'm retarded. RT. Yes, this is what we need. RT. I read it like kind of briefly, and I was like, after you did it, I think you did a video on it. I was like, this is cool. This is what we need. We need this. We need Rust in Tor. Then they need to do I2P, but like I2P, they should call it IR2P, the Invisible Rust Protocol. It was started in 2020. Rewrite of the Tor network in Rust. Yeah, see? This is what we need, actually. Actually, I can attack with all. I can swing with all three. I can't do anything. It's the rewrite of Tor C into Rust. Yeah, yeah. Me rubbing my hands together. Yes, backdoors into the Rust network. You know, from the glowies. On the comparison table, at least. No. It has nothing to do with the furries. It seems to have more features compared due to Archenfox and other stuff. Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. Every time I hear, for what I read, every time we get something with a web browser, and somebody, every time we get that involved. Let's see. Every time we get a web browser involves, what was that? Thorin was like Codeberg, Iron Fox. Oh, I spelled Codeberg wrong. Man, I'm retarded. Okay. One of the devs, Aaron Frex, says interesting Firebird config on his Codeberg account. I think you should check it out. Do you know what dev and Rust implementation of the I2P stack protocol stack? That would be sick. We need I2P, dude. Think of, and I wonder if Golang would speed up the. No, Rust is blazingly fast. What am I saying? Codeberg or Salinity Phoenix. Let's see. Let's see how many sponsors they have. Damn it. Yeah. And yeah, it's called Phoenix. Rust implementation of IT. Like, yeah, if I2P could just get Golang, you know. Associations, ROE, documentation. Contributors. I do not use Codeberg. Ironfox. Salinity Phoenix. Phoenix is a suite of, oh, yeah, it's called Phoenix. Interesting. Let's look at this. Okay, Phoenix is a suite of configurations and advanced modifications for Mozilla Firefox designed to put the user first with focus on privacy, security, and free usability. From my understanding, is Firefox's big security issue is the pre-site and post isolation. It doesn't do it right on mobile. Like Firefox sandboxing is not good. Firebox. Rust is blazingly fast. Memory safe, yeah, but we only care about fast. We don't care about speed. Blazingly fast and memory safe. The most important part. See, we should just rewrite Android and Rust, guys. I want my phone to boot in 2 seconds. Immediately. Firefox's sandboxing was pretty bad. I think it was on Android. Website sandboxing for Android, Mozilla Connect. Does not currently offer the same level of sandboxing as desktop counterpart. I remember the guy is right here, there. Can you see the comments? Oh. Oh. Can you see the commits? Commits. Release, pull pages, pull requests, issues. Oh, commits. There we go. Desktop disable pausing. All right, let's see. Merge branch, dev of Coburg, Phoenix. I also want to see what that Phoenix is. Phoenix is a suite of configuration and advanced modifications for privacy freedom. Oh, features. Firefox on mobile is sandboxed by Android. If it wasn't sandboxed by Android, it would basically have no sandbox. Go to its wiki. I thought it was not as good though. Like Firefox sandboxing was worse than, just in general, its sandboxing is worse than Chrome, like Google Chrome's. But it was worse. No, this list is not exhaustive. Firefox specific to extended configuration of Phoenix, please here. Oh, for features specific to the extended configuration of Phoenix, please here. For features specific to Android, let's go here. Huh. Phoenix for Android enables slightly different set of protections, targets for FPP. Okay, the streams are delayed. Android will implement Rust actually soon in or in the future. I figured. Yeah, I have a $3 mic, a $10 computer, and $5 internet. So sometimes my streams are pretty bad. Mainly, I always wonder about my audio though. My audio always sucks, which makes no sense because my tea has catnip in it. You know what? I wonder what would it do if a human took catnip. Look at the comparison table. Oh. On Phoenix. No. Well, the only browser that enables some basic sandboxing is Ironfox right now, but it's very weak compared to Chromium isolated process. Yes, that's what I was thinking of. At least I like when they do import and limitations. I love when people do this. I'm gonna say that your audio sounds great to me. Thanks, I appreciate it. I did kind of tweak it, but so I want to point this out. I love when security products tell you what their limitations are. I think that's such a huge importance because then they can lay it out. Hey, this doesn't protect you, and it's not super secure, and it doesn't give you any false promises. That is a good indicator that you can trust this product more. That's just my take. If the devs tell me don't trust me, I give them a little bit more trust. I don't trust them, but I give them more. Your browser is a tool, such as important things you do for the tool right job. You wouldn't use a bulldozer to unscrew a screw. Actually, I would. I do watch the bulldozer and forklift competition. My stream is delayed. Of the delayed. Did you look at the comparison table? Where's the comparison table? I would need to. You would have to point it out to me. Please take the time to threat model, determine what you're trying to protect, when you're trying to protect it, who you're trying to protect it from. Phoenix cannot defeat against sophisticated fingerprinting. Nothing besides Tor browser can. That is true. All these people that are quote unquote anti-fingerprinting, they don't work most of the time. And these fingerprint tests, anti-fingerprinting tests you run do not work because everyone's browser is different. You could never have a uniformic browser where everyone's browser looks the same. If they all look the same, that is defeating fingerprinting. If there's slight variances, it's going to defeat the purpose. Oh. The wiki. Oh, okay. Website compatibility, important fingerprint, Android, right below extended. Am I retarded? Build, wife, remove preferences, recommended extensions. No. Extended. Oh, comparison table. There we go. Hell yeah. See, I can read. I think this is where I read this. Or someone had this. Someone has this. I think somebody has a good comparison table of DiveOS. DiveOS OS had a great comparison table of how their browser works. Maintained. Firefox upstream, yes. Firefox policies config, yes. ๊ɡʜːrkɪn Fox, yes. Based. Better Fox, based. Brace, never heard of that. Cache browser. Yo. Glad Fork, yes. Fire Dragon, yes. I do use Fire Dragon. You just missed it. I found it. This is gonna Ghost private browser. Ghost private browser sounds super fucking sus. IceCat. I think someone said IceCat is. I think somebody said IceCat was eventually gonna push down. Mercury Fork, no. LibreWolf Fork, yes. Mulvad browser, based. Postmarket OS, mobile configs, yes, based. Okay. WaterFox, privacy. General. Default DNS over HTTPS Cloud Resolver. Firefox, Cloudflare, gross. Quad 9 based. Brace is the config that Maul uses, actually. I just like the word brace. It just sounds based. Brace based. Default search engine, Google. Boo! With most notable exceptions being Mulvad browser and Tor browser, you should opt to use config policies user.js files for whatever else. Oh yeah, let me read this. This table is based off the default configurations, not an exhaustive, impossible to cover everything. Make sure you read the notes below. Please report any issues. Avoid forks if possible. Forks can result in delayed updates, poisoning security concerns. True. As usual, unnecessary, and what they accomplish can generally be accomplished through other means. Config policies, user.js files. You can do this yourself, correct. Causes serious harm if simply treated as a hobbyist project, true. And then remember that your browser is one, if not the most secured, sensitive components in your life, must be taken seriously, true. Also, WebView is something that people don't realize you should be updating. Like, WebView is pretty serious. I mean, firmware is pretty serious. You should always try to be able to update your firmware. Like, that is an ignored component of security in a lot of places, which is something that you, like your BIOS firmware, that is something that people forget exists and doesn't get update. Someone a while ago, I think like August 2024. Oh yeah, I just remembered someone a while ago, I think, like showed me like a Nix. I'm a Nix hater, but that's interesting. Supports E2EE browser sync. I would say if you're gonna sync your browser, just do it locally. Like, get a server and do it on a server if you care. Telemetry, yes. Yeah, they have to put yes for the telemetry on Firefox now. Phoenix. Show me like that. Arkin Fox. No. Supports DRM. I'm a DRM hater. I'm a digital. Write your BIOS firmware in Rust. Actually, just write your own. Write your own BIOS so you can trust it. I would like in the future core boot with heads, or tail. Heads. Core boot with heads. In the future. Real interesting name. Oh, I found Schizoid Fox. That's what I should run, but it's only in Rust. I'll rewrite it. Better Fox, yes. Privacy. Implicit connections. Enable DNS prefetching. Security, okay. Enables CLRLA, online certificate status protocol. Something else just told me that the encrypted client hello is now the default somewhere. ECH by Cloudflare. It's very interesting and cool. The last piece of the puzzle. I'm kind of interested in ECH, to be honest. It's cool to read. Cache browser fork, yes. Online certificate status protocol, revoke checks, no. Enforces strict certificate pinning. Yes. The least of privilege is confining everything through a strict SE Linux policies, and then also constrains your BIOS firmware with SE Linux, yeah. Confining everything through a strict SE Linux policies, and then also constrain your BIOS firmware with SE Linux. Yeah. And no root user. If you can avoid that. That's something that people that's the problem with Linux, to be honest. Is you can run, you could literally, PewDiePie did the Linux install and he said the best thing ever. He's like, it let me do what I want. It hand me a gun and let me run with it. And I love Linux, but as I've educated myself throughout my years and listened to people and understand it, Linux in its natural form isn't secure. But it does, the user somewhat does matter. If you hand a slightly educated Windows user, they're probably way off more secure than a very uneducated Linux user. Yo, WebRTC! All my homies hate WebRTC. Wow, yeah, security's complex. A lot of stuff wasn't really built with security in mind, though. I actually switched to Tutanota because they actually stripped out a lot of the need for Google and acknowledges that PGP is not secure and there's problems with it. And they want to solve it. He used Hyperland, though. Hyperland has garbage code and security risk. Don't have a word on this. I just don't like telling window. This is controversial. I'm a telling window manager hater. That's why I would never use Hyperland. I'll be honest, I use on my desktop I just use GUR to Linux. And they're not the greatest. I've read some thoughts on it. Some people have made some enables JavaScript just in time JIT. Nice. We all hate JavaScript. The underlying email protocol is insecure. True. I don't think they do anything with IMAP or anything. And I believe they don't do anything. It's IMAP and something else they do not fuck with, and that's what makes PGP not possible. Or to be able to run on a Thunderbird, like Thunderbird, you can't have a mail client. That's what it is. You cannot have a mail client. Rusty Snake. That's my new browser. That's gonna be Rusty Snake. If that's a browser, is that a browser? I will only use Rusty Snake. Is Rust involved in this? If it is not, then I do not want it. My config for a hard and secure privacy-friendly Firefox. If there is no Rust involved, is that Rust? I see the orange. No, boo. What a misleading name. And like I think that's where I get PGP comes in. You're encrypting it yourself, but PGP has a lot of problems. And I think PGP is most people's best defense if they don't trust the underlying thing, like the underlying like email provider, and they don't want to use like next email provider to leave. Like let's be real, okay, just full transparency. Tunona just got email importing, and they've been around for 10 fucking years. As I've mentioned in really old stream, LavaBit tried to fix it, but then LavaBit is basically dead now. True. And also, I switched from Clausmail to Moot. Wow, you sound like a boomer, man. You use your fucking email provider? Use your email client from the terminal? It's actually kind of based. So for Gmail, I use Thunderbird, because it looks clean. And then if I need to send an email with PGP for certain shit, it supports it. Firefox is involved in Rust, so maybe based. But calling your browser Rusty Snake, fuck you. Now, if it would be cool to have a terminal so I could do like email from the terminal on the go. I know like Graphene OS's terminal emulator. I might be able to do it in the future. It's kind of good. It's testy. It's somewhat testing. It's very testy. I've had some terminal applications that I do run in the Linux experimental Linux terminal on Graphene OS. But it'd be nice. I'm like, all right, guys, gonna receive email via the command line. I got something with Blue Sky working. That was kind of cool. I got some other applications working. I like I prefer the terminal, honestly. I'm more comfortable in it. It's very distraction free. And then it automatically has dark mode. Look, if the Gemini protocol could have just fucking happened. I use Gen 2 on my second laptop. My workstation runs River with what's River? Damn. Gen 2, so you have a lot of time on your hand is what you're saying. Only a schizoid would tell me that they use Gen 2. And I have another laptop that runs Void Linux, glibc based. Void mentioned, guys. Might try muscle variant though. It's Musel, right? Damn. So, laptop, cubes, desktop, Garuda. Damn. Distraction free and auto dark mode. Best argument I've heard for using the command line. True. It's the only argument. I'm also just more efficient. There's certain things that I'm just more efficient doing. I just don't like using River. Oh, as a window. I hate window managers. I browse the web in my browser. I'm very thorough. Likes. Oh yeah, command line. Command line browsers are cool. It's nice. I have a command line RSS feed I like because it's just very efficient. Like I'll read through it, it'll lead me to an article, I'll get to the browser. But Gemini capsules should have been a thing. No, you don't understand. The hardened SC with the custom self-compiled kernel with all the hardened patches is actually based. No, I'm just a Gen 2 hater. Gen 2 is cool though. I just don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to compile. I like having sex with women. Fuck this guy. Look, you can't have a wife and have Gen 2 at the same time. It's not possible. You gotta pick one. E-links for the win. Man, this guy's a real fucking cuck, dude. What's bitch X? What's bitch X? Oh, it's an IRC. So RSS reader news boat. I just self-host my own. I use fresh RSS. Man, this guy's a real cunt. Fuck Kitty. All my homies hate Kitty. Or Alcritty if you're a Rust guy. Terminal Foot. There's a terminal called Foot. I'm an Alcritty enjoyer. Kitty, not so much. All my homies hate Kitty. True. Kitty's alright. I like Alcritty better. Both are very old school CLI tools. E-inks was a browser. And BitchX was an old IRC client. Oh yeah. So controversially, I never fucked around with IRC. I just got an IRC recently, and it's a biking community. There's like a bike community I follow on IRC because I like biking. I'm looking into doing a mobile setting up, like doing like a mobile ham radio thing with my bike. That'd be kind of cool. Man, if I get some fucking mana. I have been eyeing on an independent distro called Chimera recently. It's another no GNU distro. Oh, Chimera. That does sound cool. E-links is a web browser. Why do I know that? I'm thinking of E-links. There was an E-ink browser that I saw, and I was like, wow, this is kind of cool. Yo, can I get a motherfucking land in this bitch? Thank you. Damn. No question on this one. No word. You already know, man. Fuck. What's their less? You may exile a non-creature with mana value 3 or less from your hand. If you do, it becomes plotted until you're on team. When you recast this spell, you may choose to track it. Oh, he's flying. What? Oh, that I attacked with the wrong person. Fuck. That does sound kind of cool. I do like independent like browsers out there that are like trying to figure out shit and make it cool. E-links is from like 2001. What was the competitor to Google? There was another search engine that was at the same time. It wasn't Ask Jeeves. There was another one that just disappeared. I actually unironically met someone that likes to use Opera. That was the crazy part. Anyone who tells me they like Opera as a web browser, I don't believe them. I think they're capping. Opera actively sucks. Hell yeah, I'm getting somewhere. Later, nerd. I can already feel it. He's gonna do something. Sorry, sir. I use BusyBox, Linux, not GNU. True. What the fuck, bro? Fuck blue decks. All my homies hate blue decks. That was my only hope. This motherfucker be doing damage. I guess I could do like... Oh no. Sorry, sir. I don't actually use BusyBox/Linux. I use... What's the standalone project?
Finally, the progress I've been working towards.
Opera is the worst browser. Yeah, it's up there. It's one of the worst. God damn, bro. Yo, this motherfucker. He's about to be booing. Yeah, Opera, it's definitely up there though. It is definitely the... I don't know if it's the worst. Edge, I don't like Edge. I've used it. I think they're both equally bad. I don't like Safari either. You know how hard it was for me to find fucking bookmarks in Safari? Fuck you, Safari. Fuck Safari, man. I'm a Safari hater, actually. I hate their browser. Jesus Christ, 17. Take 10. Being mana starved is the worst. Alright, I lost that. Any browser that forces you to eat ads is trash. True. But Vandanium does not do good with ads, but that's more of they weren't really focused on it. You could just use a VPN, or they've even said change your DNS. Just pick your own. You could just change your system's DNS. So I don't blame them too much about their shit. It's not them delivering ads, but yeah, any browser that forces you to eat ads, like insert fucking Edge, is ass. And who the fuck makes a gaming browser? What a retarded idea. Like, actively. Bitch X, that's so funny. I have never said, like, wow, let me get a gaming browser. Jesus Christ. You know how many browsers there probably are? There's so many. Yeah. Remember when sponsorships were doing, like, the people were doing sponsors, privacy and security. Opera is a secure browser that protects your online privacy. With 30 years of experience building safe and secure browser, we understand that privacy is not just a feature, it's a right. Wow. Privacy by design. Putting your privacy first. When you install any Opera browser, you are essentially anonymous to us. You can choose to share some data with us that we use to improve and monetize our free browser. When you choose to do that, your data is safely stored in Europe. That doesn't make me feel better. Opera is headquartered registered in Oslo, Norway, based actually Oslo, Norway, one of the best fucking biking cities ever. Based on Chromium, secure browsing based on Chromium, isolated process, encrypted DNS, secure add-on store. Web content that runs an isolated process reduces the risk of cross-site scripting, XSS, and data leaks. Interesting. Security updates, improved Chromium intakes and security patches to ensure a secure, up-to-date browsing experience. Secure add-ons in the store. So let's start putting these web extensions that now are much more malicious. encrypted DNS. Secure DNS over HTTP. From what I understand, DOH does not add. It doesn't add much. You don't really need it. It's not like this is going to protect my OPSEC. Ad tracker and blocking. Free and premium VPN. Opera's free VPN and VPN Pro encrypt your connection and disguises your IP address that we have access to and your location. No registration or third-party extensions required. Wow, based. Expert security audits. Them getting a security audit doesn't mean shit. You can just pay someone. God, I love this. Guys, should I use Opera browser now? How to block ads and prevent pop-ups. Wow. Guys, put a W in the chat if I should switch to the most secure browser, Opera. How to enable Opera's password manager? Yeah, let Opera have Opera affiliate. Guys, my first affiliate link is going to be Opera GTX. Life short's too short to use a basic browser. Sign up and start earning. Guys, would you support me if would you support me and download Opera browser? Download Opera browser GX. Wow. High score ahead. Sign up with Pwn Games. All I have to give him is my email. Use IE. I.E. What's use IE? Am I dumb? I.E. I.E. Is that Ice Edge? What's that one browser that I used to use? Chromite? I don't think they're around anymore. Chromiter? Mix oxide from the signal. I don't think Chromite is around anymore. Oh, use Internet Explorer. Yeah, let's use Internet Explorer, guys. I think it's virtualized now. Why am I running with caps? How embarrassing. Explorer. Internet Explorer. No, I was being sarcastic with the horrific one. Oh, I was about to be like, Internet Explorer virtual machine. To use Explorer virtual machine, you can download virtual machine images, Microsoft resource. Let's get a virus live, guys. It's Edge now. I'm trying to download the Internet Explorer 11 virtual machine. Previously, it's found on Microsoft's website, but now I'm able to. Yeah, it's true. It is Edge now. Let's do. Let's get a virus from Internet Explorer like virtually, guys, like live. Where is my VirtualBox? No. Can I get interesting. Does this have free BSD, guys? Free to BSD mentioned? Alpine, Nick's mentioned, guys. My favorite Transquil, my favorite GNU approved Linux machine. I can't remember the name of the company. There's a way you can run like Windows 7 though. I think it's Steve Gibson. I think Steve Gibson runs Steve Gibson still runs Windows 7 or something. I think he runs like Windows XP or something still. I can't remember. Damn, he's old. 70. Oh, he's from Ohio. Ohio sucks. I hate Ohio. He proposed SQRL. Wait for someone about the risk of information about the transition to it. SQRL. Oh, squirrel. Secure, quick, reliable login. Ooh, CTAT for the server, for the client. Yo. I wonder how people I remember seeing a thread that people are like, Steve Gibson gives shit advice. He's not like, people shouldn't listen to him. I don't know why. Spin right, that's what he was known for. Which is kind of interesting. Tor browser? Yes. Remember, guys, fuck JavaScript. JavaScript, F's in the chat for JavaScript and JavaScript hater. Ooh, it does. It has AdGuard, which is kind of nice. Cache browser enables the following list on eBlock or in addition. Okay. You are tracking parameters. Interesting. I would like to test drive. I have IronFox, which ironically I downloaded and just kind of forgot about it. I would like to do some more research and think about it and just run it, see how it is. Versus Brave. I do like to jump scare. I do like to open up my horizons of browsers until we get a better browser though. But I don't think that's gonna happen for a long time. I need water. Fuck, what am I doing? I'm retarded. I'm gonna chug some water to get some chug juice. Hydrate. Everyone get up and do some jumping jacks, Stretch your kneecaps. Don't want to get your kneecaps hurt. Much better. Woo! Wow. Nice. I gotta take off. I have to try and finish editing a video and then render it. This live was dope. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate you stopping by. You're always welcome. We both learned something. Good luck with your video and editing, and I hope you had a good time. I appreciate you. But remember, rendering your video is much faster than yklept87 compiling a software under Gen 2. Always remember that. Man, this motherfucker taking too long. Damn. Me takes 2 minutes while me looking at haha meme. Oh, my bad. Someone taking 20 seconds to figure out their hand. Fuck this guy. Interesting. I think this guy left. He probably like saw my name and he's like, no, I'm not fucking with this man. I have been defeated. Do 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 do. Awesome, I won. A major W. Hmm. Wow. Okay. Oh, sweet. I got a victory. All right, I'll do one more. But it's goblin time. Maybe 24. Beautiful. I need 2 of these is what I need. It's always good to have multiple. This is gonna be fast. Okay, it was fast. Well, thanks guys. I officially streamed for 2 hours. It's sleep time. And I'll see you all in the next one. Appreciate everyone stopping by, and I appreciate the conversations, the chat. We learned. The learning channel. We're like TLC.